keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, man. You like that fight because he's little, like he's your size.
I like that. I like that. I mean, I like that, but let's finish first this one because this one is a taller champion like that. So I have a lot of things to do in training camp. Gervonta Davis and Inoue.
If they were in the same weight class.
Inoue.
Why is that? Why does Inoue beat Gervonta if they could have figured out a fight?
Inoue is fast.
Inoue's fast.
Inoue is fast.
Is Gervonta part of your plans down the future?
Remember, in boxing, speed is the key.
What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing is just due. Y'all make sure y'all give me my just due by subscribing to the channel, being a part of this 10K run. Smash that like button. Make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on so you can be notified when I drop more content. We gonna get right into this one, man. So y'all heard it from none other than the Filipino, the 8th division Filipino champion, Manny Pacquiao. He did an interview with Fight Hub. Shout out to them. And, they always going to ask him about Gervonta Davis. And he expressed some interest in that fight, as y'all heard in the clip. But the more ear-catching, quotes that he made was, simply put, he said, NAOYA INOUE, Monster INOUE beats Gervonta Tank Davis. And he stated the reason being is because of Inoue being fast, as you see he is in the clip, very fast, but he's not the only one with speed. Gervonta Tank Davis is every bit as fast, every bit as fast, every bit as athletic, but just naturally bigger. And you would think he hits harder, obviously, right? So I don't see, NAOYA INOUE beating Gervonta Davis at no point in their careers. I don't think he'll ever move up as high as 135, and I don't see Tank going below 135. So with that being said, I just don't see a future for that fight. It's always going to be entertaining and to talk about, or interesting, should I say, to talk about, but I just don't see a fight like that coming to fruition. But it was very surprising to hear, in some ways, right, that Manny Pacquiao feels like the much smaller NAOYA INOUE can beat a Gervonta Davis, who he's given a lot of credit in the past. And like he just mentioned, he expressed some interest in actually having that fight with him. But, he did state in a different interview, it's all about one fight at a time. So you just never know what boxing could deliver. We know he's getting in the ring this July against, Mario Barrios, who's the WBC champion at 147 pounds. But this man is 46 years old. And then him and Tank is around the same height. What is Manny, 5'5" and a half, 5'6", something to that effect. And he's getting in there with a guy, I think, in Barrios that's listed at 6 foot. Now, we seen what Tank Davis was able to do to Mario Barrios all those years ago. But that's a much younger, fresher Tank Davis. This is a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao with wear and tear, multiple knockout losses to the body, and, getting slapped by Marquez. We all remember that. And then the last time he was in the ring was, I believe 2021. And that was against Yordenis Ugas, who he got beat convincingly by, and it looked really bad. Him getting fed, spoon-fed from his wife. It just was a really bad look. And for him to return to action all these years later against a much fresher, hungry, world champion in Mario Barrios, it could be a very dangerous fight. So I would hope that he's fully focused on that. Like I said, his thoughts on the NAOYA Monster INOUE versus Tank Davis was a little surprising to me. I think, INOUE would need a lot more than speed to beat Tank. Tank has speed as well, and we all know timing trumps speed. So, with Tank being a much naturally, bigger guy, obviously packing a heavier punch, I just don't see NAOYA INOUE being so skillful where he could avoid that for 12 rounds if this fight would have ever come to fruition. But I just don't see it. I think Tank got bigger fish to fry. NAOYA INOUE got his hands full. He got more history on his side to accomplish. He's still down there at 122. I doubt if we ever see him at, 35, but, 26 is a possibility. Maybe he do that after the next couple fights. But in the meantime, Tank Davis has a rematch coming up August 16th with Lamont Rose Jr. And I think the boxing world is looking forward to that. And this Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios is a bit of a surprise, but if you Mario Barrios, you understand why he's taking this opportunity. It's a chance to make potential life-changing money, to fight a Filipino legend. Shout out to the Filipino community. You know, it's just an opportunity of a lifetime, and you don't turn it down. Even if Manny Pacquiao is 46, I mean, look, he's clear to go. He said he's healthy. He's ready to go. He's showing little flashes of himself, still fast in the gym, fast on his feet. But let's see if that's going to be enough to beat the young Mario Barrios, who's much fresher, like I said. But that's my thoughts. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all got Monster NAOYA beating Gervonta Davis like Manny Pacquiao, or is Manny tripping? And as always, let me know if I gave boxing to Just Do, because that's what I do over here at Just Do Boxing. Till the next one, I'm out. Peace.